Hello everybody and welcome back. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your one channel for everything VR related. Today, we have an amazing video because a lot has been announced this week. Sony has officially announced the next generation of PlayStation VR. It looks like we are definitely getting a Quest 2 Pro. Virtual Desktop has been made an official app. There's a whole bunch of new Quest updates incoming, and we have a list of new games to go over. So let's not waste any more time, guys, and jump right into this. Let's start this video off with the quickest review for Hyperdash. I've been talking about this game nonstop, and it is my #1 favorite VR online multiplayer shooter. The closest comparison available is Solaris Off-World Combat. Now, if you liked that game but found it to be lacking content and polish, well then Hyperdash is right up your alley. The game's extremely fast-paced, has some amazing mechanics, and the competition out there is fierce. I recently put out a tips and tricks video for Hyperdash beginners, which was approved by the developers and some of the professional players. So I'll post a link for that if you guys want to check it out, but overall, I highly recommend this game and even prefer it over Population 1. But let's move on to some upcoming titles. We recently got an announcement that Star Wars Pinball is coming to VR. The game includes your own little personal Star Wars fan room, which you can customize with lots of unlockable decorations, and there's a series of different pinball tables from your favorite Star Wars movies. Compared to the traditional flat screen titles, this is a much more immersive way to experience your Star Wars pinball games. But maybe pinball is not your style and you're looking for something that plays a bit more like Grand Theft Auto. The early access title Mental just gave us a glimpse at their upcoming open world update, which is promising some GTA style action. You can freely move about an open, crime-filled city, taking on some gangsters or even the police. Now, I actually live-streamed this game a couple months back and really enjoyed it. I thought it was mechanically sound and it actually reminded me of a very cartoony Boneworks. I also enjoyed the climbing and parkour mechanics, so I'm looking forward to checking out this new update. Now, we also got a look at updates for both Stride and Pavlov on the Oculus Quest. Stride showed off a clip from their story mode campaign, and this is really starting to look a lot more like Mirror's Edge. If they can seamlessly blend those amazing mechanics with a story-driven campaign, well then this is gonna be a real winner. Developers Joyway are promising new updates are coming this month. Speaking of updates, we got a glimpse at Pavlov Shack updated for the Oculus Quest 2. The graphics are looking much cleaner, the title's running super smooth, and it's a lot closer to the PSVR version. Now, I did speak to developer Dave Zills back when the Pavlov World War II update came out. Now, he did mention we wouldn't see the World War II update on the Quest for quite some time, but that he was working on Quest updates, which is obvious right now. But there's still no word on when this would come to the App Lab or the official Oculus store. Let's move on to this week's release window, where we're getting two exciting new titles. The first one is The Climb 2, releasing on March 4th for the Oculus Quest. Now, this is obviously a sequel to the highly successful original title, and now we're getting some nice graphical updates, 15 new levels, and hopefully a few extra surprises. Now, there is some disappointing news here. If you look closely at the original announcement trailer for this game, it does state only on the Quest platform. So it looks like PCVR gamers might not get to enjoy this title. Now, our next game is definitely coming to PCVR, and I'm extra excited because I'm going to be in this game. The title is Z-Race, a Wipeout style racing game. There will be an in-game custom Mateo311 racing car and some pretty funny audio cues delivered by yours truly. Z-Race is coming to Steam in early access tomorrow, March 2nd. Now, I just recently started playing the game, so I will have updates in the near future, but as of right now, it's looking pretty awesome. Okay, so we have one more game-related topic before we move on to discussing the Oculus Quest and the PlayStation VR 2. If you ever wanted to make your own custom avatar that looks just like you for VR chat, Ready Player Me will let you do just that. I'll put a link in the description, but all you have to do is head over to their website, upload a picture of yourself, and it's basically done. I'm showing my avatar on screen, which I only made a few basic changes to, but overall, I think it looks a lot like me. If you wanted to learn more about this product, the developers are doing an Ask Me Anything tomorrow, March 2nd on their Discord channel. Okay guys, let's jump into some huge updates regarding the Oculus Quest. First up, the 120Hz mode is official and should be coming as an experimental feature sometime this month. Now, this is probably the least exciting update because running the Quest 2 in 120Hz will definitely kill your battery faster, and there's not many games that are going to work natively at this refresh rate. But this might end up being an amazing option for the Oculus Quest 2 Pro, but let's finish up these basic updates before we start discussing that. Oculus version 26 has begun rolling out to users, and it includes a Hey Facebook voice command and a couch detection mode. Hey Facebook is intended to make the Oculus Quest completely hands-free. Currently, you can use voice commands on your Oculus Quest, but you have to hold down a key on your controller and wait for the Quest to be ready. In the future, you'll be able to say, "Hey Facebook," followed by your command. A few examples would be, "Hey Facebook, open up Hyperdash." "Hey Facebook, start recording." And I think you get the picture. Now, this isn't a game changer, but it's nice to see Facebook keep introducing all these new options. Speaking of cool new options, you'll soon be able to scan your couch when you're creating your Guardian, and then there'll be a generic couch visible in your Oculus home screen. And if you move into this area and sit down, the Quest will ask you if you'd like to enable couch mode. Couch mode will automatically adjust the Guardian boundaries for you. Another amazing update is Virtual Desktop with PSVR game streaming is now an official application for the Oculus Quest. Previously, if you wanted this feature, you first needed to buy the game from the Oculus Store, then sideload an update to get it to work. Facebook was originally against PSVR streaming because there was no way to provide quality control on this feature, but it looks like they've finally given in. Now, John Carmack has gone on record in the past stating that this is a function that should be enabled, and even discussed what he called the Airlink. Now, in the past, Facebook did want to purchase Virtual Desktop from the developer, and it's even possible they're working on their own version, but for now, I'm really happy that we finally have this application without having to sideload. But these are small updates compared to what Facebook's Andrew Bosworth has hinted is on the way. When Andrew was asked if Facebook would make a $600 Quest Pro, he responded with "interesting," followed by a wink. Now, I think we could take this as confirmation, but there's no official information. I did speculate on a Quest Pro in a previous video, but I don't think this would actually be a major hardware upgrade, but rather a version of the Quest 2 that comes with all those major accessories built in, at a price that would be cheaper than if you bought them for accessories on the Quest 2. So expect something like the Quest 2 with the built-in Elite battery strap, the Logitech headphones, and some overall build quality improvements and nicer materials. Now, this is what I'm expecting, but Facebook has surprised us in the past. If they wanted to take it a step further, they can implement some or all of the following features. The first would be a new Snapdragon 888 chip, which is significantly faster than the XR2. Now, this is unlikely because it would split development across 3 different platforms, and that new Qualcomm chip is most likely too expensive. They could introduce new OLED screens, which would vastly improve the contrast levels. OLED screens have been avoided in VR headsets recently because the pixel array does contribute more to the screen door effect, but there are new screens available that will give us the contrast levels we want and will not increase the screen door effect. Again though, we're just speculating and we have no idea what Facebook is really going to throw our way. One thing I do know for sure though is once there's new information, I will be covering it. Okay guys, so the last huge announcement is the PlayStation VR 2, or whatever they officially end up naming it, has been announced. Now the following is everything we officially know. Both the field of view and resolution will increase on this new headset, and it will connect to the PlayStation 5 via one simple cable. This sounds much nicer than the convoluted breakout system the current PlayStation VR has, but it was a disappointment to some who were expecting a wireless headset. Development kits are already going out, but we won't see this as an official product until sometime in 2022. Sony also mentioned they'll be taking the haptic improvements from their new DualShock controller and implementing those into the PlayStation VR 2 controllers. Now, this is everything we officially know, but Sony said we will be getting additional updates in the near future. Now, I've been covering every patent and potential leak for the PlayStation 2 for quite some time now, and I think it's safe to say we'll see specs similar to what's on the market right now, near 4K resolution, 120Hz, and a built-in audio solution. I think we could also expect controllers that are much more similar in design to the Valve Index controllers, which will feature full finger tracking and a new level of haptics that we just haven't experienced before. I also wouldn't rule out Sony releasing a wireless adapter at some point in time. Now, I'm hoping we get more information in the near future because this announcement was a bit underwhelming to me. Based on everything I've seen previously, I didn't doubt we were going to get a new PlayStation VR, and if you go back a few months, Sony's CEO even made statements that PlayStation VR was a 2022 product. So right now, I'm really looking forward to hear about new exclusive games and get some official specs. For right now, we'll just keep waiting for more information. Okay everybody, that was today's new VR news. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing. And as always, I'll see you guys on next time.